All right, here we go. This one is going to be a 40 Smith & Wesson test. Today we have the Winchester Ranger T Series versus the Ranger T Series. We have the tan box and the black box. They are both 180 grain. That's what these ones look like. Very good looking round. But you can definitely tell, see if we can get a better shot, the size of that hollow point cavity. On the right side is the black box, and it definitely has a deeper hollow point cavity. Wider anyways, I don't know about deeper, but definitely wider. And the tan box is one of the earlier versions of the Ranger T. But we are going to be going through the jugs. Today we got 10 lined up with 4 layers of cotton t-shirt on each side. And we're going to be shooting out of the Glock 27. That is a 3.42 inch barrel. And we're going to see how these things do. We're not going to get any chronograph numbers today because we're still waiting on ours to get here. It's still on its way. It should be here any day now. But we do have previous numbers from the black box. So we will put those up just so you guys can get an idea of what they are doing. But we're going to step back to 15 feet and see how these things do. We're going to go tan box first. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, let's see how that thing did. Let's see, we do have our cotton t-shirt. Did blow back just a little bit. And let's see which one was our first jug. Leave this one. All right, so let's check it out. So we do have our cotton t-shirts. You do have an entrance. And we do have an exit, and that is our 4 layers of cotton. All right, and we do have our first jug. Looks like a nice center shot. Split that thing in half. Looking pretty good so far. Split the mouthpiece up here. Did a lot of damage. You got a lot of energy dump on that one. And here's the back of the jug. It blew out the whole left side. Blew out the back of the handle. And look at that exit on that thing. Thing is nasty. There's a huge exit too compared to my thumb. Big old star pattern, so it definitely looks like we're getting some expansion on that thing. Man, once again, look at that. Lots of energy dump on that first jug. Looking pretty good so far. Then we got our second jug. Still nice and center. Punched right in the top of that circle. Blew out the whole right side this time. And we do have an exit. Definitely looks like it's slowing down a little bit. Just kind of pushing through. But that is our second jug. Then we got jug number 3. I can actually hear it tumbling around in there. And push this circle in a little bit. Enter right here in this top part of it. And no exit. Definitely looks like it tried, though. We do have a puncture on that 4th jug. But it did not make it through. So we're going to pull this thing out. Actually, you know what? We're going to wait till the end on that one. So we're going to do our black box Ranger T, and then we'll check both the rounds out at the very end. So here we go. All right, guys. So we actually got those last ones mixed up. That first shot was the black box. So this next one is going to be the tan box. We will probably edit it to swap it. But I did say tan box. It was actually the black box version. So now we're going to step up to 15 feet and see what the tan box can do. So here we go. now let's see what that one did. Hopefully you got some similar results. Let's check it out. So we do have our cotton t-shirt. Looks like we got a nice center hit on that thing. You can see that burn mark, or at least the carbon from that barrel. And our exits. That is our 4 layers, looking pretty good so far. And we got our first jug over here on the ground. And that one looks like we got a nice center shot also. Split that thing in half once again. Blew that whole right side out. Lots of energy dump on that thing. Just like that first one. We do have a blood on that circle. Blood on the handle. It just split everywhere. Blood by the back. And here is our exit on that one. Still looking pretty good. Not as crazy as that first one, but definitely looking pretty good. There we go. That is our first jug. And we got our second jug. Nice and center on that. A pretty good size hole in that one. Let's see. It does look like we have some copper petals in this jug, so we will pull those out at the end also. Got a split over here on the right side, split up by the handle. And there is our exit. That is jug number 2. Then we have jug number 3. You can actually hear it tumbling around in this one. So we got the same amount of penetration so far, but it did enter right here. Kind of push that circle in, kind of like the last round. And did look like it tried to exit. Same thing. So now we're going to pull both these rounds and see what they look like. All right, check those things out. They're both looking really good. So we're gonna do it in the order that we actually shot them. We kind of did do the test backwards, but that's all right. So here is the black box. Here is the tan box. So look at the expansion on that black box. And I've tested these multiple times on the channel in the past, and no matter what, every single time, they get amazing expansion. Look at those talons on that thing. Razor sharp, expanded huge too. It's a big round, man. It expands really good every time. And then this one is the tan box. We just picked these up the other day, so we had to try them. Like I said, this is an earlier version, and looks like it did pretty good. Has a little gold dot in there, but we did shed a couple of those talons. You can see them broken off there on the edges. Looks like there's actually multiple. We were only able to find 2 at the moment, but still got some pretty good expansion. You know, pretty uniform. There's one little talon hanging on left, but it still looks pretty darn good. Definitely not as good as that black box, but man, look at that thing. Looking pretty good. It's not as sharp either, but that is some crazy expansion on those. Definitely fun to do that test just to see the difference, and the difference, you know, how far they've come in that round development. But looking pretty darn good. And that is out of the short barrel, and so they did pretty darn good. That is with the 4 layers of cotton t-shirt. They both went through 3 jugs. But there we will go. We will get screenshots at the end like always, just so you guys can get an idea what they look like. But man, those are some good looking rounds right there. There we go. That is Ranger T Series 40 Smith & Wesson 180 grain out of the short barrel Glock 27. There we go.